Paulino Pereira es fácil de reconocer en el agua. Pocos riders navegan tan bien como él en las olas. De ahí viene su apodo, portugués Powerhouse. Fue 4 veces campeón nacional de Portugal y es uno de los riders más consistentes del Tour Mundial, ya que ha logrado mantenerse entre los niveles más altos de los competidores de la GKA.
My name is Paulino Pereira. I'm from Portugal. I've been kiting since I was 14 years old, so it's already 16 years of kiting. I'm a professional kiteboarder. Most of the time I spend my time in Portugal, kite surfing there, and I'm born in Madeira Island. It's the Cristiano Ronaldo football player where I'm next to his house. And I started kiting there, and then the place was not the best, so I had to move when I was 16 years old to Lisbon to start kiting, and I moved myself alone when I was a kid. And it was a good mission, but I think it worth all cents I spend on this sport, because it's really amazing what you learn with people and the people you know, the opportunities it gives, and it makes me come here to this event. That I met new people, and it's always great to have a commitment for a sport, and kitesurfing it's my commitment for this moment. First sacrifice is on the beginning to become a pro. You have to give a lot from yourself. You know, you have to in the beginning you have to get your gear, and you have to train a lot, and you have to give to the sponsors you want. You have to give images, videos, go to invest in yourself to be special, to be different. So in the beginning you have to give always everything you can do, and then the people start to know that you have some level, you are good, and then the sponsors come to you, and that's the way it works always. People nowadays they think maybe I want to get sponsored. No, to get a sponsor you have to be known as a good rider. So the best to do is like go as hard as you can, train, and that's what I did. I went out of my family. I spent a lot of time alone just to go to the place where the kite is going on and where the events, competitions, and get some winnings, and then you start to get some value on the sport. You know. Portugal is known as a really big country for surfing. So I learned surfing before kiting, so I was surfing for a long time. And but when I started kiting, I was doing freestyle twin tip, because I learned we always learn with the twin tip. So we start to jump, and it's really good to jump with the kite and when it's strong. And so I started doing freestyle competitions first with the twin tip, but I always had the love for wave riding. And then one time I had an injury on my knee, and I stopped for 3 months, and then when I came back I was just going for surf riding, because it's not so painful for your body with the crash and tricks. So I started riding with the surfboard and start to commit my tricks and my trainings to strapless freestyle. That's a new discipline. So normally when we have waves we just surf the waves with the kite, but when there's nothing we just try to do some tricks like skating. We get some ideas from skating, and in 2014 was the first event they did international with invitation, and they invite me because they saw some videos, some posts, and yeah, the sport just grow up, and we have a really big tour now. And I got third in 2016 and in the world tour. I did it for 4 years in a row, and yeah, it's always for me it's always hard because I also work at home. I always been studying while I was kiting. It's hard to keep the two things at the same time, but I was studying for aircraft engineer for maintenance, and I was working for the army for 7 years. So yeah, to keep if you are good on like top 8 in the world tour, you can go to competitions for representing the country. So that's why I could do all the tour and work at the same time. And yeah, that was a good call for me. competing on GK with Ayrton, Mathieu, James. Like we are all friends. Outside of the water, we just have fun, and it's like being here in Kite Fest. Like we are just chilling, and there's no pressure against. So when we get in the water, we have to focus on what we're doing, and yeah, like the guys are ripping a lot, and it's always like the stress. You know what he can do. So you have to make sure you're gonna land your stuff and do it really right. But in the end, it's like amazing. We finish our heat, we clap our hands, and we go for a beer, and we are happy. So it's always a good mood on the competition.